guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to replace this. This is a heater flap switch which is situated behind this glove box, and if you've ever got into your car, put the ignition on and you hear a clicking noise, it's more than likely that it'll be this switch here that is causing the problem. Now, quite a lot of mechanics and that can't be bothered to do them because they're quite fiddly to do, but it really doesn't take too long to do them. So in this video I'm going to show you how to remove the glove box, how to replace this, and obviously this should sort your problem, your little clicking sound from behind the glove box once it's in. So let's get started with the video. Whoops, I've just dropped it down there, and we'll get this thing installed. So as you can see, that is a glove compartment box, and what you need to do is pull the flap down there, and there you can see the light comes on. Over here you have a T20 torque screw, you have one in the middle and you have one at the end there. Just shut the box down there. See if we can get down here to show you the other two. Okay, there it is. Once you get down underneath, it's not too great is the light, but there's one round about here in the corner, and then there's another one over at this side. There's only two at the bottom, so what I would suggest you do is take these two out first with a torque screwdriver. This is a T20 torque screwdriver. And all you need to do is locate the screw underneath. So just undo that. There we go, another screw. And what you need to do is open the glove compartment again, and so there we have, we've undone all the screws, but as you can see the light is on. So what we need to do is just give it a quick tug like that, and the light will detach from there like so, and there you can see the glove compartment comes straight out. What we'll do is just put this to one side for now. So, okay, once you get inside, I'm just shining a torch up there. There you can see I just removed one of the screws there. Once you get inside, this is where the clicking noise comes from. This is that switch that I've just shown you earlier. And as you can see, I've started removing the screws. Now there is one screw right behind there that you need to get to, which you can't actually see. So what I used is something like this, which is a screwdriver bit with an extension bar in. So that's just an extension bar that is a T20 torque setting. And basically I just put that behind there and removed the screw by hand. I've just got a few more turns to do on that screw and it'll be out, but these ones here, you can just use the normal screwdriver for that one at the front if you need to do it. And all you need to do is pull these wires to one side here to get the screwdriver in. It should be fine. So we'll get this bit removed, and hopefully I'll be able to show you the clicking noise that it makes as well. So there we go, that is the culprit there. Now this white bit here, we will need to remove that and put it on the new one, because the new one, it's actually not a new one, it is actually a second-hand part that I've bought, but we'll need to remove that and place that onto the other bit. Let's retrieve the screw from behind there. Yeah, so that's the screw from behind. There you see, a little bit fiddly, but you can get to it without removing the entire fan system here. So what I'm going to do now is flick the ignition switch on, and you will be able to see that switch clicking in a minute. I'll just put it back into position on my leg there. I've just got to lean across to the there you go, there's a clicking noise. I'll just do that again, a bit closer. That clicking noise is obviously louder when it's behind the glove compartment, simply because it's a little bit more wide. But yeah, that is what is causing the clicking noise. All you need to do is remove it from its attachment there. This should just pull out. This little plug here, if you press that in like so, this should just pull out like so, and that will give you the switch is now completely removed, as you can see. So what we'll do now is install the other one. So there we go, I've changed over the little lever thing there off the other one, and I've plugged it into the system to try it, and it works. There's no clicking there. So what we'll do is reinstall this back onto the fan heater, and I'll have to turn the camera off again for this before I put the screws in, because it is a little bit fiddly behind there. So what I'll do is I'll put the screws in and then tighten them up and come back to you in a bit. So what I'm doing is I'm putting the screw in first for the one behind, so that I can locate the hole. These need to be lined up with a little flange there, so we'll put this back inside there, and I'll show you on the camera once I've done it, and we'll get the screws tightened up and everything. So if you can just about see that contraption there with a T20 torque screwdriver bit in the end of a drill bit, attachment for the cordless drill, you can just about see it resting on that piece of aluminium bracket there, which is holding the whole fan unit in, as you can see there. What this flap control does is there's a little flap inside there which moves up and down. This is for the recirculation button inside your car, and what that little switch does there is that's what controls that. So that's what was clicking before. Obviously replaced it with a new one. I'll say a new one, this is second hand. So what you have to try and do with the back one is turn that around and around. It's easier with two hands, so what I'll do is put the camera down for now. So once you've got all that nice, tight and secure, like I say, I've used this screwdriver on the front one, so that was quite easy. And all you need to do is basically get these wires, moving them out of the way. All you need to do is grab them and get your screwdriver behind like so, and then you can get, actually it goes behind that one, then you can get the screwdriver in like that, so you can turn that front one. Then all you need to do is reconnect the wire, which is here. Just let me move this torch out of the way like that. So yeah, all you need to do now is reconnect that wire, which goes back on to the little socket there, as you can see. Just lost it for a minute, so make sure the plug's the right way around. It will only go in one way, so you can't get this bit wrong. I'm doing this left-handed and all. Just let me swap my hands over. This cable just slips behind there, so it keeps it out of the way. Then all you need to do is give it a quick test, make sure it's working okay, and everything should be okay to go. Ignition on, no clicking noise, job done. So if you look here, just turn my torch off for a second, this is the recirculation button. So if I press that, that'll move the flap inside there, and then if you press it again, it puts the flap back to where it was before. So that's what that little switch does behind there. So all we need to do now is put the glove compartment back in and the job is done. So there we go guys, that is how you replace the heater flap control switch behind the glove compartment. Like I say, if you've got a clicking noise that is coming behind the glove compartment, that is probably what's causing the problem. Not just on a Vauxhall Vectra, generally in most cars that is what causes the problem. Like I say, if you look at the recirc button there, that is what it controls, that is what's controlling that valve there, that little switch. And obviously if you've got climate control in your car, that as well can also be the same switch as well in most cars. But that is how you replace it. It's probably taken about an hour or so to do. It is a little bit fiddly behind there, but you really don't need many tools, just simple screwdrivers and maybe a set of those little screwdriver bits as well, which will help you get the screws out behind there. You do need two hands in a lot of cases to do this, so bear that in mind when you start the job. But like I say, it's like a an hour job to do, and all you need to do is get the part and replace it, and that'll be the job done. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. I'll check in with you guys later.